it going, guys? It is AJ here and welcome to another FIFA 17 video. So as you can tell by the thumbnail and stuff, we're going to be doing the team of the season, looking at the team of the season, which players deserve to be in there, some people that should be in there, and after, like, if you guys don't agree with my team of the season or players that I think would be in there, then you guys can actually comment on the video down below of who you think should be in there or who you don't think should be in there or whatever. It is entirely up to you guys. Just let me know what you think at the end of the video. I'll sort of go over it again. But yeah, let's go straight into the video. So I'm actually doing, like, hang on, you didn't see the forwards there, but I've done like a goalkeepers and defenders team, midfielders, and some of you might argue that some of the midfielders are forwards, some of the forwards are midfielders, I don't know. But that's what I've done. I've done it like that, so it doesn't really matter. They're just going to be in the team of the season, or I think they'll be in the team of the season anyway. So goalkeepers and defenders, let's get straight into it. You may not agree, but here we go anyway. We've got the goalkeepers, the four keepers that I've chose. We've got Courtois, Pickford for Sunderland, Tom Heaton and Hugo Lloris. Now these four keepers, I could have added a few others, like a lot of Manchester United fans would disagree. They'd want De Gea in there and whatever, but I actually think that this is quite a good one. Like, Courtois kept pretty much like the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season, as well as Lloris as well. Tom Heaton had that insane game against Manchester United, which kept it 0-0. That's not just why I put him in there. He's had a good season all round. He's just been pretty decent, and it is the same for Pickford. I'm not going to go into too much detail of each of these players because you don't really need to know. These are the players that I think will be in their team of the season. That is it. So got Pickford in there as well for Sunderland. I just think he'll be in there because he's had such a good season. Not exactly high expectations either, and he's actually done really well. And you can see he's pretty damn young. He's 1994, which means he's what, 23, 24, depending on, I don't know, 23, 24. I can't be bothered to do the maths. But at left back, we've got two left backs, two right backs. Although you can argue that Alonso is actually a midfielder because he has played like left mid, I guess. But put him in as a defender for now. We've got Danny Rose, who has had an absolute season for Tottenham, and you guys will realise that a lot of the players, a lot of the defenders are Chelsea and Tottenham just because they've been so good. Like Chelsea and Tottenham kept so many clean sheets this season, especially us. I'm a big Chelsea fan if you haven't noticed already. But yeah, I've put a few Tottenham and Chelsea players in there, but that's just because they deserve it. So got Danny Rose in there, and Alonso had such a good season for Chelsea. Might be using that sort of term a lot, like had a good season, because that is why they're in there. So got Kyle Walker, had a good season. Yeah, plays for Tottenham once again. Sorry. So I just think he's been a good right back all season, and it's exactly the same as Valencia. Some people have gone and put in like Coleman, like Seamus Coleman. He's had a good season once again, but like, I don't know, Valencia, the games I've actually watched him play, like when he played against us, the amount of goals that he prevented going in, like just tracking back, and obviously he has to track back, he's a right back. The amount of opportunities that he prevented us scoring from and stuff, it was just incredible. Go to shoot, Valencia's there and he's just blocking everything, getting back, and he just played really well, and he's had a good season altogether. And it is the same for the three centre-backs that you can see on there: David Luiz, Alderweireld and Azpilicueta, all Tottenham and Chelsea. You guys know that David Luiz and Azpilicueta have been solid for us this season, so I've just gone and put them in there. I think most people, I did watch a few videos of the team of the season, but I think most people have actually put them in there like themselves. So you can go and argue with them if you really want, but I've gone and put those two in there. And Alderweireld has played so well for Tottenham. He's had a really good season. He's a solid centre-back anyway, and he's lived up to the expectations. That's why I've put him in there. So some of the other centre-backs on the bench, this isn't like in terms of rating, like Vertonghen's not played as well as David Luiz or whatever. It's just how it came out. Like, these are all going to be predicted to be in the team of the season. So I've got Vertonghen, McCauley, Van Dijk, Koscielny and Keane. All of these have played so well for their clubs. A lot of them haven't got good expectations, high expectations, and they've still played well. Vertonghen had a good season last season. He's been good since he played for Tottenham, but he's had a pretty damn good season this season because Tottenham have literally conceded hardly any. I think at the minute, like currently, this is what, Thursday when we're recording, so I think Tottenham have lost literally like 3 games this season. They're, I don't know, I think they're like second, third, and we're above them. So we've lost 4 games. Unfortunately, we lost the other day to Crystal Palace, but yeah, we won't talk about that. So yeah, Vertonghen kept a lot of clean sheets, played very well this season. Same as McCauley, he's played pretty well for West Brom, sorry. Van Dijk, I went to watch him at the beginning of the season. This was a cup game against Norwich, but he still played so well. Absolute tank, this guy, and if he got a team of the season, it'd probably be like an 86, I reckon, and it would be an absolute beast card. So yeah, I might, like, if you guys really want to, I might put the ratings of what I think they'll be, because that could be quite interesting to do, like maybe in the next couple of days. If you want that video, just hit a like, make sure you comment, say like if you wanted that video, or which players you think I should do ratings on, of who you think will be in the team of the season. I'll do their ratings, who I think that, or what their ratings will be, sorry. So yeah, comment that and I'll take a look at them later. I might not do that video, I might just go through all the leagues like the Calcio, Bundesliga, Liga Santander and stuff. So yeah, we'll take a look at some of those just to see which players can actually get into their team of the season. It'll be quite fun. But yeah, we've got Vertonghen, Macaulay, Van Dijk and Koscielny and Keane here. Not going to say much about them, to be honest. They've both just played very well this season. That's why they're in there. Can't really think of any other players that could possibly go in there. Like if you do know any, once again, just drop them down in the comment section below. I'll read them, reply to them, give like a reaction to them or something if I think they should have been in there or whatever. I don't know, may have missed some, I do apologise if I have, but yeah, we're going to move on to the midfielders now. So what I need to do is just go on to concept squads, midfielders. Now like I said, some of these may or may not be midfielders. Like you may argue that Antonio is a right back or right wing back, whatever, but I'll put him in as a midfielder. But yeah, we're going to start off with the starting 11. So we've got Henderson. He's just played really well for Liverpool. I know I keep saying it, but it's literally the only reason. I just think he's played very well. He's had a solid season, same as Christian Eriksen. So many assists this season. I think it's joint with like Ozil or something like that, I don't know. But he's played very well, got so many assists. And Mkhitaryan has had an absolute season, as you can tell. Look, by the amount of cards that he's got, I can't even be asked to type his name in, but he's got like 5, 6, 7 cards on the market. So go check some of those out. He's a really good player. Can't actually afford this card. Yeah. 500k, 600k, so I can't actually afford him, but he looks very good, and not just because of his FIFA sort of card and stuff, but he has played very well throughout the season for Manchester United. He may have like not played some of the games, but when he has come on, when he has played, he's played very well. That's why I've put him in there, and I've seen a few team of the seasons without him, but personally didn't know who to put in there like, other than him. There's a few others I can't really think of off the top of my head, but yeah, if you can find any midfielders, just pop them in the comments. Like I keep saying, just put them in there. I'll react to them, see if I think I could have put them in there or not, and may or may not do their ratings. I don't know, we'll see. Got Kevin De Bruyne here, played very well for Manchester City this season, and since he's been there, to be honest, he's just an awesome player. Wish we didn't get rid of him. Didn't really give him much of a chance, to be honest, but he's played very well this season. Same as Antonio, he's played awesome, played right wing back for some of the season as well. Default right mid, but I just think he's been awesome this season, and a lot of people have actually used his FIFA card. Like professional FIFA players, I've seen them use his in form as a right back. I just think he'll be an awesome team of the season. He'll probably be like an 86 or something like that, sorry, like an 85, 86. We'll see if he gets team of the season anyway. Right mid, we've got this guy, Matt Phillips, awesome player. I've seen him play so many times throughout the season. He's had so many good performances. Hasn't really banged in that many goals, but he's just a really, really attacking player. Like he's such a threat to every single defence. So I just think he's been a really good player this season. I've watched him a few times as well, like I just said, and yeah, that's why he's in there. Pogba, he's had an okay season, but like it's just Pogba, isn't it? Really, I think EA or not EA, they'll just put him in the team of the season just because it's Paul Pogba and it's his first year at Manchester United and in the English Premier League as well. But yeah, that's why I think he'll be in there, just because of Pogba. And he also has played okay, like he hasn't had the worst season, but his expectations are literally through the roof, and he's almost got to them, but I don't know, bit of a tough one for me. If you don't think he should be in there, put it in the comments, have a little bit of a disagreement, have a bit of a chat in the comments, see what you think. Or if not, DM me on Twitter who you think will actually be in the team of the season, or which teams you think, or which league, sorry, I should do next. Entirely up to you. My Twitter will be down in the description, of course. But other centre mid, we've got Kante, 86. So I reckon his team of the season will probably something ridiculous, at 93 or something, because next FIFA he will certainly be getting an upgrade. I reckon his normal default card will be an 85, 86, because I can't even explain it. He is just an absolute machine, not just because I'm a Chelsea fan. Go and ask anyone. He will run back and forth happily for 90 minutes. He'll sprint around, chase the game. He'll do anything for the team. And he has won us a lot of games this season. That's why we haven't actually conceded as many goals. probably just because of him sitting in front of the defence. He's an absolute tank. If you haven't seen him play, just watch them, because watch Chelsea, watch this guy in the midfield. He's absolutely crazy. So yeah, left wing we've got Hazard. Could argue he's a forward because I know some of his informs have come as a cam striker or whatever, but putting him in the midfielders just because that's his default and stuff. But we've got Hazard here. He's got to be in the team of the season. He's had such a good season. He was when he first came here, his first few years at Chelsea was incredible. Then last year it was not very great. I'm not going to lie to you, it weren't the best. Our best player was Willian by a mile, but Hazard was starting to sort of come up and be a bit more confident at the end of the season. And this season, bang, he has just absolutely performed, smashed the whole season. He's scored goals, he's assisted, created chances, amount of fouls he's drawn in, and he just absolute insane player, just incredible. But yeah, up front, or the two strikers, whatever you want to call them, Sigurdsson, I know you can argue that he's a striker, but I just put him in the midfielders because he plays the cam and stuff most of the season. Got Sigurdsson and Ali. Sigurdsson's played very well, you guys know. I'm not going to go into too much detail like I said, but Sigurdsson has played insane this season, scored, assisted, created chances, he's done everything. Same as Dele Alli. Him and Harry Kane have just been on fire this season. You know Harry Kane's going to be in the team of the season just because of how many goals he scored, but Dele Alli surely is going to be in there. I think his card will be like a 90, 91 rated card, roughly anyway. I don't really know, I can't sit there and tell you exactly what he'll be because you just don't know, and he might not even be in there, but personally I think he will be just because of the actual season he's had. He's been absolutely incredible, and he's young as well at 1996. He is very young, 2 years older than me, which is incredible. But yeah, on the bench, like I said, these aren't in any order. Obviously Mane's had an insane season, so yeah, these aren't in any sort of order. And I know you can argue Son, striker, but I've put him in here. He's just been insane for Tottenham. Coutinho, we've got him in the midfield on the bench as well, just because he's had a really good season for Liverpool. Same with Son, scored, assisted, absolutely everything. Mane's been crucial for Liverpool this season. Probably got them a load of victories that they have got this season. And he's just played really well, 99 pace, and his card will just be incredible if he does get one. But yeah, he's now injured. I think he's pretty much out for the rest of the season. So good luck, Liverpool. Got Moses here. Some may argue that he's not good enough to be in the team of the season, but he's just been solid. At the start of the season, Chelsea were playing him. I was thinking, why the hell are we playing him? Why aren't we playing Willian? Why aren't we playing Pedro, Fabregas, whatever? We've just played Moses. He's been solid, absolutely solid throughout the whole season. We've played him most games as well. He played right back or right wing back or right mid, and he's just tracked back. He's just played really well, and I know you guys think I'm a bit biased here putting a load of Chelsea players in, but they do deserve it. I think out of the starting 11 and subs and stuff, there should be, I say, 4, 5 Chelsea players, and not all of them might get them. All the Chelsea players might get in the team of the season that I've actually put in here, but at least 3 or 4 of them should definitely get in there. But yeah, we've got Lallana, incredible season for Liverpool once again. Dembele's played insane for Tottenham. You guys know how well he's played. He's literally been solid in the midfield. Probably been one of their reasons why they haven't actually conceded that many and lost that many games. But got Idrissa Gueye here, quite young I guess anyway, but he's come to the Premier League, absolutely smashed it this season. He's played really, really well for Everton, and I couldn't really think of any other midfielders to put in there, but if you guys know any, tell me and I'll sort of read your comments and stuff. I keep saying this throughout the video, but just do that. I reply to all my comments, all the comments that you guys put, I do reply, so yeah, make sure you do that. Have a bit of a discussion in the comments who you think will be in there. So going to move on to the forwards now. So there's only 8 I think I've put in here ish, I don't really know, but yeah, these are the forwards. They're all on the bench for some reason, but we could just roll with that, it doesn't matter. Ibrahimovic, he's played so well for Manchester United, come in for his first season with Pogba and the rest of Manchester United, and he's banged in goals. A lot of people don't like him just because he plays for Manchester United, but I think he's an awesome striker, one of the best in the Premier League, and I think he deserves a spot in the team of the season. And then we've got Alexis Sanchez up front. So this is his striker card here, and without a doubt been Arsenal's best player this season. I think he's been absolutely awesome. They've relied on him a lot, to get some goals for them. Bang some in, get some assists, and he's just played really well. And it is unfortunate that they haven't actually done so well this season, because it could be a big title race, could have been a good one, but Got Harry Kane here, obviously a centre mid, but he is indeed a striker, we all know. Pretty much the top goal scorer in the Premier League, joint with Lukaku, or up there, top two with Lukaku. Them two have just been on fire for goals this season, and I think Harry Kane should be getting a team of the season card. It'd probably be like a 95 or something ridiculous like that. And then Lukaku obviously deserves a team of the season spot. He's been incredible, top goal scorer in the Premier League. Like I said, 1 and 2, these two are the best strikers in the Premier League so far this season. He's just played incredible for Everton, kept them up there, kept them sort of going throughout the season, and he's just played really well. It is the same with Diego Costa. Like the start of the season, he was literally on fire throughout the whole season. Well, throughout the whole of the start of the season. Sorry, every game, counting on him to score goals, play well and stuff, and he won us a lot of games at the start of the season. But been a bit quiet second half of the season, but he's still playing well each game, still getting some goals, some assists. But yeah, I think he deserves a spot in the team of the season, or he should be up there anyway in the contenders. But yeah, got Roberto Firmino. Could argue he's like a cam or whatever, but I'll put him in as a striker just because I think he's more of a forward. I think he's been incredible for Liverpool, other than sort of like Mane. Well, him, Mane, Lallana, Henderson, they've all been incredible for Liverpool this season. Firmino for me has just been absolutely insane. I've seen him play like quite a few times this season, and he's just played really well. And I don't really know, I can't work out where his actual position is, whether he should be behind the striker or the main striker. But I'm sure if Sturridge starts playing, he will be just behind him, or they'll play two up front. I don't know. But yeah, we've got Roberto Firmino there. And another one is Jermaine Defoe. Now, you guys know that Jermaine Defoe has played really, really well for Sunderland. Him and Pickford, they're the only two Sunderland players in this team this season, like my predictions anyway. But Defoe banged in so many goals. He is up there with the top goal scorers, sorry. And yeah, he's just played really well this season. That's why he's in there. It is exactly the same for Gray. He's so underrated, I think. Plays for Burnley, so that could be a reason why they don't win many games. But him, Tom Heaton, only two Burnley players in the team of the season this season. For me anyway, I think they're probably the only two that... And Keane, sorry, actually, I don't know. Yeah, Keane was in there, actually, the centre-back. So yeah, those three are definitely ones to be contenders for the team of the season, just because they played really well, played for a lower team. Like, don't get me wrong, they've played really well Burnley this season, but they are not top 4 standard. They are a good team, but yeah, I personally think that Andre Gray has been absolutely insane this season. But yeah, that is all the strikers. Yeah, if you guys actually want to see other leagues, I could do Calcio, French League, Bundesliga, MLS, Santander, anything like that. I'll go through, do exactly what I've done today with those. Or if you really want me to do a ratings video, like which rating I think each player will be, or the players I've listed now, or if you guys sort of, I don't know, if there's a majority sort of thing where you guys think that De Gea should be in there, then I'll do him as well. But let me know in the comment section down below which players you think deserve to be in the team of the season, or which players I've showed you today don't deserve to be in there. It is entirely up to you. Just tell me what you think, give some opinions, have a bit of a conversation in the comment section down below. But that is all for this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like and be sure to subscribe.